Gents, thanks for joining us as we get set up in the road to Edgbaston. I know the Red Bull boys are looking for sticks of rock up in Blackpool, but what's the mood in the camp getting ready for this, Peps? I mean, is the excitement starting to build already?
Yeah, the excitement's definitely starting to build. Obviously, it's one of the days of the calendar you look forward to, trying to play in the finals day. The atmosphere and everything there is obviously such a good day out. But no, the excitement's definitely there. Being there on Thursday, playing there and just realising we're going to finals day was very exciting.
Rob, I mean, there's I think only going to be probably a handful of boys that were involved in 2019, but are they talking back about how things set up? Because there are similarities to the way that the Eagles have got there.
Yeah, I think so. I think the lads that have been a part before will draw from their experiences, and I think Edgbaston seems to be a ground that we do quite well at in T20, so I think there's lots to take from that and lots of positives to look forward to.
How useful is it, the fact that we won at Edgbaston in that quarter-final? Does that play into, I won't say security, because there is no security in T20, but does that help?
I think it definitely helps. Like, every team that makes it through to the semi-final is going to be a good team, so you come against strong opposition, but being familiar with the conditions is definitely a positive.
Ross, I mean, there's lots of young men here that probably haven't had the experience that you've had. You had it in 2016 with Northants. Of course, you won with the Sunrisers Eastern Cape in the inaugural SA T20. How much are old heads going to be important at the weekend, just to make sure the focus stays, that there is no panic in any given scenario?
Yeah, I always think experience helps in them bigger games, but I also think we've got some brilliant youngsters who are quite fearless and will take the occasion on. So I think a mix of both will stand us in really good stead.
I mean, Peps, you're the leading run scorer again, third season on the trot, so confidence is good, but we all know, you can get a duck one day and the 60-70 the next. Saturday, though, will feel a bit different because it's knockout cricket.
Yeah, it definitely is, but I think our last two games are also knockout cricket, and at the end of the day, once you're playing that T20 cricket, it's all about just trying to have fun out in the park. You're playing with some of your best mates, and it's just about enjoying it, but there's obviously a little bit of added pressure coming to it being knockout cricket and more being so close to winning it. But no, it should just be an enjoyable day out.
And the Eagles' signature seems to be finishing with a 6 right now, whether it's Snates or Feroz. I mean, the oval one was the one that everybody went, because they saw CJ was underneath it, and there is no better fielder in this comp than that man. As you saw it, what were you thinking? Is that it, or is that going to roll?
I saw it go up into the air, and I was like, hopefully that goes. And then you see CJ running round, someone running from deep mid wicket as well, so it was heart in mouth, but then seeing him throw it up over the rope, everyone obviously
you felt for him, didn't you? Because he did everything he could do bar throw it in the right direction. Yeah. But it was one of those, I won't say iconic moments, that's over egging it, but you just think maybe our name's on this, because we had a few of those in 2019. Every team that wins the tournament has to have moments where you go, we got the rub of the green there.
Yeah, definitely, and that's T20 is there's so many tight games, and it's only that one moment that will change the whole outcome of the game. Hopefully when the luck's going with you, you can use it, and when it's not, it's finding a way to still get over the line.
Ross, I mean, we're playing against the defending champions in the semi. We couldn't get past them in either game here nor at Southampton. Does that play into the psyche going into this one, or is all water gone under the bridge and you just start afresh?
I think once you get the finals day, it's all water's under the bridge, really. You've got to beat the best team to lift that trophy, so it's a case of us being better than them on the day, and like I say, we've got a team full of match winners, so it's about one or two lads standing up and winning that semi-final game, and then the same thing in the final, hopefully.
Because we were talking earlier about the whole T20 circuit, train, whatever you want to call it. I mean, there is a lot of familiarity. I think you were playing with James Fuller in South Africa. Perhaps you're going to go to London Spirit, and pretty much the whole Hampshire bowling attack is going to be with you then. There are no surprises, are there, in the way that this competition plays out?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, all the different tournaments will different places you play. You're playing against people from all different teams that all the time. Even staying at hotels, mates with people from different teams. So no, there aren't really any surprises. You face them, play with them all the time. So
I mean, Rob, you're a new boy on the circuit and made a big impact, but I'm guessing a lot of the youngsters around the circuit in the different counties you're familiar with because you've grown up with them in age group.
Yeah, for sure. Would have played against quite a few of them in age group cricket. But to be honest, I think like not playing against players sometimes can be a good thing. Like not carrying any baggage and also just feeling fresh and going out and
play
playing
it as you see it.
Yeah,
that's the old coach's mantra, isn't it? Just play what you see, but it's not always that simple. Rosso, I mean, we know that the problems with the digits. Do you feel like you're playing catch up through the course of the end of this season?
But yeah, a little bit. Obviously, I haven't scored the weight of runs I'd have liked to have scored. But again, it's just one of them things. You just got to get on with it. And like I say, hopefully now I've got 2 more opportunities to put that right and hopefully get a couple of scores on the way to lifting a trophy. But like I say, it's just a case now of trying to put in a good performance on that first game Saturday.
The atmosphere on T20 Finals Day is a bit different. Now, I don't know whether you've experienced it in the crowd, but are you going to be able to impart some wisdom? I mean, we talked about old heads earlier on, but it is going to be slightly different. I mean, who knows what the weather's going to bring, but it's going to be something that you're going to have to cope with, much as we're used to, fairly feisty Fridays here at the Cloud County Ground. I think Edgbaston on T20 Finals Day might be a little bit different.
Yeah, it's very loud there. I think that the challenge can be in the field there with people moving about and things like that. Obviously, it's hard to hear captains and move in position, so that's definitely one of the challenges. But again, it's the same thing. It's just another game of cricket. Obviously, the lads know what their jobs and roles are. It's a case of how well can you do it on that day and in that given match.
Stupid question to finish with. Looking forward to it?
Yeah, very much. It's one of the days, as I said, in the calendar you look forward to hopefully being a part of. So the fact that we've made it this far and being part of Finals Day is firstly unbelievable. And obviously there's the excitement of being one of the teams that can lift the trophy. So I'm looking forward to a great day.
Can't look too far too quickly, but get through the semi-final, and then, as you say, anything's possible, right?
Yeah. It's a great opportunity, isn't it, for lads to stand up and put in a performance and, like I say, get you one step closer to being able to lift that trophy.
Well, may the eagle fly high at Edgbaston on Saturday. Go well, guys. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.